I am always telling people how important it is to have a retirement plan in place. But between getting a will set up, getting an education plan for your kids, saving for your first home, and I guess for some people, living a life, there's a lot going on. I'm Mason Leet, financial planner with Martin Christopher, and today we have been asked, when should you be doing your retirement plan? A retirement plan is important. It's the most common thing that people ask financial planners about. And you got to remember, time goes by faster than you think. So, when is it best to handle this? Now, if you're watching this video at 50 years old or older, you probably should be doing this ASAP. I find that most people approach me with regards to a retirement plan around the ages of 50 to 55 years old. It's not like they usually don't have money saved, it's just that they never had a plan in place and they really start to think about it for some reason. Maybe it's a midlife crisis thing, I don't know. A retirement plan isn't just about having money saved. It's about painting the picture and having an idea of what you want it to look like. Thinking about your goals and thinking about if they're realistic and what it's going to take to achieve them. If your kids have started to move out, going to school, or starting to pick up some of the expenses on their own, this is a great time for you to look at your budget and do a retirement plan. You should have extra savings based on not spending as much money on them. And unless you allocate that somewhere else, such as a retirement plan, you're probably going to end up spending it on everyday items. Use it or lose it is what I always say, and you want to make sure that you're using this as an opportunity to enhance your retirement. All this adds up to being a great opportunity to do a retirement plan because it gives you the chance to be conscious and focus on what you're putting your money into, and you can allow yourself to actually enhance your retirement using a strategy of some sort. Another great time that people come to me is when they just finished purchasing their first home, or if they moved in together with their significant other. That way they can combine finances together and do a retirement plan together. Now the reason for this, usually people are pretty young at this point, is actually because you just figured out your one big step, which is purchasing a home, and for most people the next big step they have is retirement. Don't get me wrong, if you have other exotic goals or something unique, that's totally fine. Maybe that's your next step. But for a lot of people, it's a great time to focus on retirement. And either way, even if you have other goals, you can incorporate that in a plan altogether. This is also because the earlier you start saving, the better off you'll be. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you need $1 million to retire on, and you have 30 years to do it. If you saved $1,000 a month for 30 years, you would reach $1 million. But if you saved $500 a month for 40 years, you would also reach $1 million. For the 30-year example, you put away $360,000 total. For the 40-year example, where you had more time, you only put away $240,000 of your own money to get to the same result. I attached a link with a compound interest calculator in the description, so you can check my math if you want, but I'm telling you, I used a calculator, so I got it right. You probably noticed a theme here. The earlier you start, the better. I work with my clients in making sure that it's as painless as possible of a process, but also making the most of their money. Whether you decide to go to the description and contact me to get a plan together, or you do something else, just get a plan in place. A plan is important, and your future self will thank you.